I don't even know what happened, to be honest. That was wild.
Well, phase up in the tower, ladies and gentlemen. The board's about to cross. The green flag flies. We're underway. The Pro 2s are unleashed. And how about it, Ricky G with the hole shot among the Pro 2s. He will lead him down into turn number 2.
Didn't get the start I wanted, but fortunately they just gave it to me in turn 2 here.
And you'll hear another roar of thunder. Here come the Pro 4s. It's CJ Greaves. Mickey Thomas and Cole Mamer side by side right behind him as they head for turn 2.
Keegan was just running freaking strong, man. I knew it was going to come down to him and I at the beginning of the race, even before we got out there. I'm like, it's going to be
I can say for sure that the Pro 4s did not want to see Keegan Kincaid get out front early and run all by himself like he is right now. CJ, man, you can tell he is on a mission right now, trying to keep that interval as big as he can make it. On Flow at Home, get on your feet. This is it, the final lap, the final time through Forest County, Potawatomi, turn number 1. Just a couple corners to go. Can Kincaid hold on? The underdog Pro 2 trying to win at his hometown track. CJ go to the bottom, he backs it in. Yeah, Kincaid trying to run that cushion. Oh, they're driving up on one another. They spin out, they're collected.
And I just sent it in on the bottom. I knew I was going to float up to the cushion, and I was trying to stay just below him, and I knew he was going to run the cushion. And
we're directing traffic to each other. I'm like, you go back, I'll go this way.
What is going on? CJ now Chase runs up the back of CJ. Keegan comes out with the lead. Look at this. Keegan Kincaid, one final time. Your hometown boy. The Lucas Oil back four. Gonna get the job done. Cheney's gonna push him across the line. What is going on? This is crazy, Crandon. Absolute mayhem. One of the best pump races in history. Unbelievable. What in the world did we just watch?
I think that was probably the craziest race I've ever been in my life. But it's better when you're on the top.
Well, we got all three of you guys back here in the barn at Crandon. Are we going to be safe here? Do we need to keep you separated? Are we still friends? Are we still talking?
Well, yeah. Can you switch spots?
2 against 1.
Yeah. I think probably the coolest moment, we were here for the Forest County Potawatomi Cup run, Pro 2 versus Pro 4. And a moment at the very end of that race that went viral where CJ ended up on the back of your truck and you guys were battling and fighting, trying to get disconnected, and he's got to be just chomping at the bit like, come on, man, come on. Kids, stay hooked up, man, let me win this thing. So it was just a moment that went viral on a number of platforms and literally millions of views at this point. But for me, I think the coolest part was after the race, all three of you guys came up, shaking hands, high-fiving. It didn't even seemed like it mattered who won. I'm sure it mattered who won, but it was just, all of you knew it was a special moment.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. Especially, for me, I wasn't even like actually part of it to begin with because I was pretty far back, and these two let me catch up. So thanks for allowing me to catch up and be in this moment with you guys.
Treat us like that.
So I got a question for you. What was the spotter saying to you?
He didn't know what to say, so he just said, "There's a wreck," and
he said, "Go! There's a wreck."
Yeah. So then I slowed down, and I went over like the barn jump, like slow, and then I'm like, Jeb, where's the wreck? He's like, "They're wrecked in the gravel pit. Go!" I'm like, "What do you mean go? What is it, a caution?" So I went into the gravel pit slow, and then saw who it was, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I need to go."
And I actually didn't know Kyle was coming at that time, and I don't think that he did. We felt like we were there for a while. When I crossed the line, I thought you had gotten into the back of me and broke me, because it felt like the rear end shifted underneath. And so I crossed the line. So I'm like, I don't know what happened. I didn't know if I should be mad if it was CJ or what. And the safety crew comes up and they're like, "Well, are you okay? I'm like, "Yeah, why? What happened?" And I was unbuckled and I turned around and Kyle's on top of me. And that's when I realized it was you. I didn't know it was you. Yeah, and I look, I'm like, "There's a truck on me." And so that's when I got out and I see you. I'm like, "Are you okay?" I thought maybe you fell asleep at the wheel or something. But no, it was like, it was just that moment, and then hearing the crowd, you knew it was like, that was something the crowd needed more than I think ourselves, and for the sport in general. And so that's when I looked at him, was like, "You're good, I'm good. CJ Cross, all right, we're all safe." That was cool.
Yep.
And I think the crowd enjoyed that, and spectators, and It was just one of those, like, you couldn't script it.
It's so hard to get the timing right, and even if they get the timing right, it's based on everybody running clean laps.
Yeah.
And you fortunately had a good run, which is exactly what you need to win that thing in a Pro 2. But the Pro 4s, who knows? So many variables out there in traffic of what they're going to have to deal with. But finally, CJ's coming in. It's the last lap, Pro 2 versus Pro 4. CJ in a Pro 4, you're in a Pro 2, coming into the gravel pit, which is 2 turns from the end of the race. And CJ, you got her backed in, dude. I mean, there's a bunch of angle there. It's like, this is all I got right here. We're throwing it in. Your angle of your truck's completely different because you're running the cushion.
Yeah.
And he gets in there, and you guys, it wasn't a blatant hit.
No.
It wasn't like it was a crash. It was just a freak of nature.
Yeah.
You guys got hooked.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like you said, the cushion kept moving up. There wasn't much track that day left on the bottom, so we were almost running the same lines as a Pro 2, and I knew that my goal was just to get underneath Keegan and run next to him and then just drive out. And as we went in, I could feel that I'm right on the cushion. I could see him there, and I'm like, all right, we're not gonna like bang into each other or nothing. And it's like the front tires just touched, whether I was putting wheel in and maybe the back of the tire came out and he was counter steering at the same time, and it made the wheels go like this, and it just popped over. And from what I've seen so far, I've never actually really know. It's like my wheel was stuck between his bumper and his tire, or in like the hoop of the bumper.
Front, you know, because when we were tangled, I think your wheel was almost like in the A-arm stuck in because it had spun the bypass tube, and that's when I broke a left front shock, is when we pulled back out. I think the tube was holding us together, and when we yanked it hard enough, it spun the bypass tube to let us free back up. I don't think you could
script it any better. The sport needed something like this to get it out there on the map. It got millions and millions and millions of views. At the end of the day, it ended the way it needed to. And
I mean, the biggest names out here in off-road, and certainly here at Crandon, the Kincaids and the Greaves, your dads going at it for many, many years. Again, great camaraderie, a lot of respect for each other, but the family history out of you guys, and all 3 of you guys, highly decorated drivers. I mean, I don't know that anybody's won much more than the 3 people that are sitting here. I know you're still cutting your teeth out here in short course, but what you do outside of here, you know, has just been nothing short of exceptional. So phenomenal moment for short course off-road, all 3 of you guys, and handling it with class, as you should. Great job, guys.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.